Hi class, welcome you all back to the discipline English class. Today we will learn chapter 2, circuit elements. As the same previous chapter, we also have 4 parts. Part 1, reading and comprehension. Part 2, vocabulary. Part 3, English grammar in use. And finally, further reading. Now we start the class. Part 1, reading and comprehension. Current moves from a point of high potential energy to one of low potential. It can only do so if there is a path for it to flow. This path is called an electrical circuit. All circuits contain 4 elements: a source, a load, a transmission system, and a control. The source provides the electromotive force. This establishes the difference in potential which makes the current to flow possible. The source can be any device which supplies electrical energy. For example, it may be a generator or a battery. The load converts the electrical energy from the source into some other form of energy. For instance, a lamp changes electrical energy into light and heat. The load can be any electrical device. The transmission system conducts the current round the circuit. Any conductor can be part of a transmitting system. Most systems consist of wires. It's often possible, however, for the mental frame of a unit to be one section of its transmission system. For example, the mental chassis of many electric devices are used to conduct current. Similarly, the body of a car is part of its electrical transmission system. The control regulates the current flow in the circuit. It may control the current by limiting it, as does a rheostat, or by interrupting it, as does a switch. Star Figure 2.1. In a simple flashlight circuit, the source comprises 3 1.5 volts cells in series. The load is a 0.3 watt burn. Part of transmission system is the mental body of the flashlight, and the controls is a sliding switch. Compare figure 2.2. The functions of the circuit is to operate a television camera aboard a space satellite. Here, the source is a battery of solar cell. A solar cell is an electric cell which converts sunlight into energy. The load is the television camera. The transmission system is the connecting wires. The controls is a relay actuated by transmissions from ground control. Although the functions of the circuit is much more complex than that of the flashlight, it too consists of the 4 basic elements. Part 2, vocabularies. Circuits. Circuits mean a closed loop, a closed system, especially a wire through which electricity can flow. Generator. Generator means a machine that produces electrical power. Regulate means to control something, especially by making it work in a particular way. Rheostat means an electrical instrument used to control a current by varying the resistance. Flashlight, a small electric light you can carry in your hand. Potential means the amount of electricity passing through an electric circuit, measured in volts. Electromotive means the force of an electric current produced by any device that supplies electrical energy. Interrupt means to stop something from happening for a short period. Abort means on or onto a ship, aircraft, bus, or train. Satellite means a device sent up into space to travel around the Earth, used for collecting information or communicating by radio, television, etc. Convert means change the form, change the character, change the functions of something. Provide means supply, give, produce something useful that can be used as part of process or activity. Provide means supply or give or produce something useful that can be used as part of a process or activity. Frame means a border that surrounds and supports a picture, door, or window. Chassis means the frame of vehicle, usually including the wheels and the engine, onto which the metal covering is fixed. Rectify means to change an electrical current from alternating current to direct current. Soldering iron means a tool that you use for heating solder. Heat sink means a device or substance for absorbing excessive or unwanted heat. Heat sink means a device or substance for absorbing excessive or unwanted heat. Clippers mean a device for cutting, especially nails, hairs, wire, or brushes. PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride means a type of plastic used especially for making clothes, floor covering, and beds. Hypothetical means imagine or suggested, but not necessarily real or true. Hypothetical means imagine or suggested, but not necessarily real or true. Sustain means to keep something in operation, maintain, or to allow something to continue for a period of time. These exercise for students pre-learn at home. Exercise 1, prefacing. Exercise 2, contextual reference. Exercise 3, check facts and ideas. And part 3, English grammar in use for students. Learn at home, self-study. The content of grammar include simple present tense, describing function, describing purpose, relative clause, making definition. And some of term used in electrical engineering, electronics, describing component values, etc. And a final further reading for students. Now the lesson stop here.